Hey everyone, welcome back to Brain Evolved, where we explore the inner workings of your mind and unlock all of its secrets. Today we're diving into a topic that's on everybody's mind this time of year, New Year's resolutions. Specifically, why is it so hard to stick to them? And more importantly, how can we use insights from cognitive psychology to actually make them stick? So let's start with the bad news. Most New Year's resolutions fail. Shocker, I know. In fact, studies show that only 9% of people stick with their resolutions through the end of the year. So why is that? Well, it's kind of simple. We're just fighting against the way our brain naturally works. Resolutions often involve major life changes, and our brain is just kind of wired to resist that. They really love routine and predictability. So when we try to go to 0 to 60 overnight by saying something like, I'm gonna start hitting the gym every day, starting tomorrow, our brain really just kind of freaks out. It really sees it as a threat to the status quo and kind of rebels. But don't worry, there is hope. And that's where cognitive psychology comes in. You know how your brain works, you can trick it, nicely of course, into forming habits that stick. The keys lie in 5 psychological principles. 1, take advantage of the goal-setting theory by being specific. Your brain loves clarity, so saying something like, I want to exercise more is just too vague. Instead, try saying something like, I will take a brisk 20-minute walk every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 a.m. Number 2, the habit loop. Habits are built on 3 parts: cue, routine, and reward. For example, if your goal is to drink more water, your cue could be leaving your water bottle out on your desk, while your routine would be sipping on the water bottle throughout the day, and your reward would be how much more energetic you're feeling. Number 3, start small. Research shows that breaking big goals into smaller steps boosts motivation and makes it much more likely that you're going to succeed. 4, focus on one habit at a time. Although multitasking is tempting, the brain really can't handle that. Tackle one habit at a time before moving on to the next. Number 5, track your progress. Your brain loves seeing progress. Apps, even a simple checklist will do the trick. So let me share a quick story. So this is actually about me personally. At one point in time, I decided that I really wanted to get into running. Now, I had always kind of been into athletics. I was a competitive swimmer growing up, so kind of this repetitive cardio type thing was definitely right up my alley. However, I tried a lot of times to get into running, and I just hated it every step of the way. So I decided to start kind of practicing what I preach, and I applied cognitive psychology to this goal that I had, and I had much better success. And here's how I did it. First, I downloaded a Couch to 5K app that gives you weekly goals to get you basically from inactivity to running a 5K in 8 weeks. And these kind of weekly achievable goals really helped keep me motivated and focused on the bigger goal of running the 5K. 2, I set a cue. I always left my sneakers right by the door. 3, I always ran at the same time every day, so it really became part of my routine and it was very specific. And finally, I rewarded myself by saving my favorite playlist and only listening to it while I was running. And after doing all of this, it was just a few weeks before I found myself really looking forward to those runs every day. And actually, if I didn't run, it was kind of a bad day. So another thing to consider when trying to stick to a resolution is that it's not just about achieving that resolution that's going to improve your life. Sticking to and creating resolutions is actually great for your brain health too. And that's because when you form a new habit, new neural pathways are formed too. And that's going to help your cognitive flexibility and maybe even your memory. So there it is. That's all I have to say about forming a new resolution. So what's your resolution this year? Drop it in the comments below and we'd love to cheer you on. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to keep your brain healthy and your life thriving. Until next time.